Hi YouTube, it's me. I'm back again. I'm doing a quick video. Basically, this is a battle of single 18650 mod versus a dual battery 18650 mod. Which one's better? Which one you should buy? With Christmas coming up, seemed like a perfect opportunity to do a video about them. Explaining pros and cons, maybe. Also, the difference in size and various things like that. For the purpose of this, I'm using my Triton tank on both mods as well to keep it a fair comparison. I'll start with a dual 18650 mod, the eleaf 100 watt. This has got to be the cheapest and easiest to use dual 18650 box you can buy at the moment. Most places you can get this for under £50, not including the batteries. Time you throw in a batteries, you're talking £12 to £20 for two 18650s, which will give you a minimum of 4,000 to 6,000 milliamp hour, so plenty of power. And of course, it's got a hell of a battery case on it. I mean, the snap on that is unreal. It does take some prying off as well. You can drop it and it won't fall off it. It vapes from, I'm on 52 at the moment. I'll take it down. The lowest this goes is 8.5 watts with 0.5 ohm on it. That's only 2 volts, that is, as well. And obviously it'll go all the way up to 100 watts as well. It's got a massive range of adjustment in it. One of my favourite things about it, and it works brilliantly with any drippers on it. The main difference between this and my Pegasus mod is the battery life on this is colossal. It's got two IMR EFS in it. So running 5,000 milliamp hour, 5,000. It can go roughly 2 days without a charge. It might even, I can even push it, and it will last 3 when the battery level drops right down in it. A fantastic mod. It's a non-temperature control box, so it is wattage or voltage, and I really like it. It is a good mod for under 60 quid. You can get it, you will get it from most places for under that price. Great battery life on it. For what it is made out of good quality aluminium as well. It is 6000 series aircraft grade aluminium, so it's incredibly light as well. But it's a bit bulky. That's the only downside to it. So when it's in your pocket, you might notice the weight of it a little bit, or it moving about in your pocket. But other than that, that is, to me, the cheapest and best dual 18650 box mod that you can get at the moment, based on the price and performance of it. It's a big thumbs up from me. Now let's look at the opposite of that. Let's look at the Aspire Pegasus. Similar sort of price for it. It's around, you get from most places from £40 to £50, I'd say. I wouldn't pay over £50 for it because you got to get a battery on top of that, remember. So again, £60 or less you're talking for it. I've got the 1800 milliamp hour Aspire battery in this, and it works absolutely fantastic as well. I'll set that to 50 thanks to the jog dial on it that you adjust here. Fantastic vape as well. Takes a tiny little bit longer to fire than the eleaf though, but that doesn't matter because I run this normally with my Kangatech temperature control tank on it anyway. Knocking stuff over, never mind. Again, this takes one battery as opposed to two. Slide it in, positive end in, straight in the bottom like that, and you close it up. So there's a spire when you turn it on, gives you your wattage and then your resistance and the volts you're pushing through it as well. Of course, this is the complete Odyssey kit when it's got the Triton on it as well. Not as powerful as this. This goes up. This goes from 1 to 70 watts. Battery life, I think, with a 3000 milliamp hour, you could compare it to like the iJust 2, for example, or the iJust 2, or the eleaf TC40 watt, because they've got 2600 milliamp hour batteries built into them. If you've got a 3000 milliamp hour battery for this, you could easily get away. I could probably get a day and a half worth of vaping out of it without feeling the sudden need to recharge. As it is, about 6 hours, maybe 7 with the 1800 milliamp hour. That's still good for what it is, and plus it's got the USB pass-through feature as well. Because I haven't got the Pegasus charging base for it. I plug in at the front and stand it upright like that, and because I can do that, charging up's not a problem. It is a weighty little thing, and it is built very solidly. Bear in mind, these both are roughly the same price. So what I would say is buy this one. Buy the Pegasus box. The 70 watts is less powerful, but the big advantage of this is ready to go for temperature control mode straight away. In comparison, there's only really one mod that I could compare this to, and that would be the eVic VT Mini. I haven't got one of those, unfortunately, to show you, but for wattage mode, I mean, that's on 50 now. And that has absolutely no problem producing some great flavour and great cloud. You can, with the eleaf EC coil head in it as well, you can take it way beyond its comfort zone. You can crank it right up to 70 watts without any hesitation or hassle. Man, that's on 70 now. And that's a colossal vape. So it's Christmas, and you may be thinking what to ask Santa for, or you're buying a present for someone who's maybe, people that have an ego, for example, or maybe you want to put it on your Christmas list and get someone to get you one. This would be my vote, or the eVic VT Mini. Either of these two. I mean, this goes all the way up to 70. I think with the new firmware, the eVic VT Mini goes up to 75, and you're not really going to notice much of a 5 watt difference. But this, because of the build quality of it, it gets my vote. There's been one of the toughest mods I've seen, easily as tough as my iJust 2 is. Yeah, get one. I would say Aspire. I think aspiresig.co.uk does them. Think of a few more. Vampire Vape as well, of course, naturally they will do them as well. You'll be able to get the Odyssey kit as well with the charging, the docking station base as well for it. It reads nickel and titanium coils, and of course Canthal as well. Yeah, really great mod, I would say overall. Definitely the best one of the year in my opinion. There's plenty of other reviewers that will disagree with that and say, because over here in the UK we don't get a lot of mods that the Americans are able to get their hands on. So if that's the case, then it's a case of get on Fast Tech, have a look on there, see what they've got on there. But to me, this is amazing. But if you want the bigger battery capacity, go for the eleaf. Just purely because the battery will last slightly longer in it. But if you're going to vape up to 70 watts, or you're vaping below that, this is the ideal choice. Teamed up with any battery, like I've got the 1800 milliamp hour in here at the moment, the Aspire one. I will probably buy a 3000 milliamp hour EFS for it, and then it's comparable to this in terms of the endurance of it. Really great. And it also boils down to as well whether you are a Joytech fan, an Aspire fan, an eleaf fan, or you're into your Kangatech. There's a miles of choice in between all of them. And plus, don't forget, Kangatech have brought out the Subbox Nano kit, the Subbox Mini kit as well on top of those. So that's made your life even harder. But for me, the build quality, the finish, the vape quality as well of this makes it, to me, the mod of the year, I would say. Plus, it's ridiculously comfy to hold as well. It charges in no time. I mean, from flat, this charges in an hour and a half as well. This 1800 milliamp hour battery in here. So again, really quick charging times. Whereas this, because of the 5000 milliamp hour, takes 2.5 hours, 3 hours maybe until it's maxed out. So again, the size of this, the fact it feels nice to hold. Plus the Triton tank looks amazing on it as well. Or the Triton version 2 will also look fantastic on it. They've also brought out a smaller version of this now as well, called the Pegasus Mini. And what it is they've shortened this bit. They brought that in more. I know it's mad. They've modified a mod. So yeah, so I would say put this on your Christmas list. Either this or a smaller version of it. If you want something, maybe a bit more high tech, I would say go for the EVIC VT Mini. But no, I really love using this. Works fantastic, performs outstandingly well. Pretty scratch resistant too. It's the polished slate coloured one. Yeah, so this gets my mod of the year quite happily, because it's got plenty of power. It does temperature control so easily, and the price of it is fantastic. And you can easily pick up the Odyssey kit complete with the tank and the mod for £70 or less from most places now, because it's in the run up to Christmas. So yeah, buy it for someone, put it on your Christmas list, and I'm going to say vape on, and I hope you enjoy this video. Bye.